Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We have some very troubling deductions have been made since last time. We're starting to think that it was actually Mikan who killed Ibuki and Kyoko. And I was stuck last time at this particular argument, but I think I figured out what we're supposed to target, and I think it's just because, you know, I really don't want to admit this is the case, but he said the fact that Ibuki was strangled with the rope, not hung, and he's,
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Nagito said that
she was strangled to death.
That this was decisive evidence that points toward the killer.
Hanging and strangling seem similar. They're very different.
And I think
the scars they leave would look different
I've realized in what way.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Yeah. Who told us?
For someone's lie?
Yes. It was.
That must be it.
It was Mikan who told us that the rope was used to hang her.
We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Yeah. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
But why would she do it? The only possibilities are that either this whole shy, sweet personality is just a complete act that she puts on, or maybe she was infected by that despair disease that caused her personality to just 180, in which case it's not really her fault.
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you? You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake. You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right.
I mean, they're not
I'm
wrong.
such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
What do you mean?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
Right.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
Or is Nagito just leading us down the wrong path again?
I'm sorry.
Just to dick with
But
us.
there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
This is completely off from what he was saying back in the first trial.
I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
I want to believe her.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Uh-oh, now she's...
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Nikon!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Nikon, can I ask you one last thing?
Okay, we might be getting into the final stretch of this.
If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Do we?
That's right! Show me your proof! Because like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Let me guess. There's a Freudian slip in there somewhere.
Once again.
Something. Did she say something? Something that only the killer would know. Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video. Right, the only ones who would know are me and the killer. Something. Something that only me and the killer would know.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. Oh boy. Blood on the soles. Rope used for the hanging.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. The only one who saw that video.
I'm not the killer!
What does she know that was... What have we not said about... Was it something... what the killer was wearing? Was it something that the killer was wearing? Man, I wish I could go back and see the transcript from the rest of the trial, because...
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Did we mention...
The hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Was the hemp bag mentioned
Or could it be
before?
the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, come on. I probably have to... probably have to shoot the right argument with that.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different...
Is that really?
I'm leaning towards the hemp bag. I don't think it was ever said. I don't think it was ever said that she had a bag over her
And
head.
listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that.
Do you have it? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
No, it wasn't it. What I did say there was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag. What about the slippers?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
What was Nikon's account?
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Did we say they were hospital slippers earlier?
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me!
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Nope.
Damn it!
God, I wish I freaking had... I've had, like, no opportunities to gain back any more health for this. I'm gonna have to turn down the... This is a result of my hubris. Trying to go in blind on the hardest difficulty.
Can you prove it?
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. Let's talk. Why does everybody...
Is it?
I'm not the killer. I never...
But the only one who can find... So...
Once again now, I don't know what to go for.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
is there then? Is there some... She mentioned telling the body type under the hospital gown, is that... I don't really see anything
I can't think of
else
anybody
that...
else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
She also mentions the camera angle and the candlelight, which it doesn't feel relevant. She doesn't really specify. Can't tell.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'm just gonna...
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
That was just a complete guess, I'll admit. What
Mikon,
was...
You've committed a major mistake.
What about the camera angle?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Because... Is it because she commented on the camera angle in the first place?
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself? The only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen
Yes, it's making complete sense now.
is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki? Ah! Forgive me!
Huh? 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 Huh?
Oh, jeez.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
Now what?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
No kidding.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
Yeah.
How do you know so much about that video?
Yeah.
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yes.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
Again, the fact that she knows all about that
Whoopsie!
is just...
Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Nope. It was Monokuma himself that told us.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
No.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Oh, this again. Oh, I hope I don't screw up on this because... Oh no, and now we got reload.
Explaining it until you forgive me!
Nah, I really do... I shouldn't even need this.
That's why that crying is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end!
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's common practice to pay customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems the desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over.
Almost.
After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
go. Okay. Okay, Hajime sees the video. The video of the broadcasted hanging. Okay, he runs to the music venue. Then the killer was actually broadcasting from the conference room. We ran there. We saw Ibuki's body hanging. We ran to get help. During that time, the killer had already hidden Hyoko's body, so they went in, they removed that, ripped off the wallpaper. That was... a small clue that was left when they ripped it down. That was the torn piece of paper. Then they also smashed the camera. They left a broken drumstick there to make it look like that was used to block the door. The real locked room was created with the glue. Meanwhile, Hajime was getting the others. And then that was when we forced our way back in and found the bodies. Okay.
Everything that happened in this case.
That was actually pretty short.
Is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by then. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
God damn. Really, was this all just an act? Or, you know, did she just snap from, like so many people treating her like
she's
crap?
Laughing?
Especially Hyoko, you know.
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Whoa. What?
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time!
Yeah, the logic especially I had turned all the way up to maybe I should turn it down next time.
So let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
So it may be obvious at this point.
Correct!
You got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Hey! Don't just laugh, say something! This is going nowhere!
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. Oh, you do mean... She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
So it is as I suspected. Mikan too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Yeah, I wondered that too. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time, and not in that way. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair. Is that for real? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Beloved?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Who is this beloved? I understand I've done something unforgivable. But, you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by someone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. You mean, remember, like, your previous... Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Damn. Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this, all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you were all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruins door. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey.
Just what is this Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh? I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Ah, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, Is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. So something happened to her during her time at Hope's Peak then. You guys considered that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories or...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives. That's right.
hey!
So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
You're right about that, Hajime.
So it's over. It's real. Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh boy. Damn it, this is too messed up. What? What the hell happened to her during her time in school? Oh boy, what? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what is that? That is a big needle. What the hell? Okay, maybe not the most gruesome end we've seen thus far, but it's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayanji was Mikan Tsukimiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it!
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's all take this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong!
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan wasn't the traitor.
Come on!
The traitor's still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? I thought you just said you weren't. That both of you weren't part of that.
Fiend?
What does that make you, Fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami.
Phew!
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it sad that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend?
Huh?
Oh, it'd be Nekomaru?
Hey!
It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope. I am happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but I...
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However...
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Kane.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Did they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Oh no. Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around till I finish talking. Oh my god. If something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What'd I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there was no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Damn it, Monokuma. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry to the beach on the first island.
Alright!
Let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. Where's Nekomaru?
Hey,
Hi, Nekomaru, show yourself!
listen!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But...
Hey, hey!
what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be... did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
With that voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
What'd you do doing Monokuma?
That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Still on that.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Did you make him a cyborg? Oh my god, he totally did!
Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Oh my god, he made him a frickin' cyborg? Okay. Well then. Oh, there that goes again. Left. To what? We still don't know. Shit, though.
Danganronpa.
Well... next time, we start Chapter 4. I'll see you guys later.
I'm playing a game.